afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our 11th annual hot dog eating contest. Can you believe it? It's been 11 years, and we have just learned, hot off the presses, that 11 is a very important number this year because 11 is the record to beat. So far, the most hot dogs anyone has eaten in our full contest is 11. I wonder if today's the day that that record goes down. So we are excited to have all of our contestants, our sponsors, and our special guests from Children's Miracle Network Hospital, and all of our viewers and supporters here for our 11th annual hot dog eating contest. My name's Jean Heath, and I'm joined here today with my co-host, Brittany Hockenberry from Vizo Financial. And we are excited to kick off our virtual contest and raise awareness and funds to further the mission of CMN Hospitals at our local Penn State Children's Hospital. So this year during our contest, we actually have 3 opportunities for contestants to win a $100 Visa gift card. We'll be awarding prizes in the following categories. So first of all will be our top dog. This goes to the contestant that eats the most dogs in 5 minutes. So I wonder here, anybody willing to put up your hand and say you think it's going to be you? Who do you think is going to be our top dog? Oh, all right. I think we got some competition this year. We'll see. Next, we've got our hot diggity dog, and this is going to be awarded to the contestant that shows the most spirit for the contest. We can see we have a lot of that going on. Everyone watching has the chance to actually vote now for the contestant with the most festive spirit on Zoom. We've actually put a link out in the chat, and if you don't see it now, it'll be there in just a minute. And then the live results will be announced at the end of the contest. So make sure you stay here to hear those. And then finally, we have our Rolling in the Dough. And this prize is going to go to the contestant that raises the most money online for CMN Hospitals through the end of today's contest. And that winner will be announced at the end of our hot dog eating as well. So for those of you watching, if you feel moved to make a financial contribution to CMN during today's event, we have 2 ways that you can do that. You can simply click the Donate Now button and make an online donation with your credit card. Or if you want to contribute to somebody perhaps winning the Rollin' in the Dough prize, you can also click the View More button below the top fundraiser's header and make a donation through one of the contestants' online fundraising pages. The great news is no matter how you make that donation, all of the funds will stay local and go directly to CMN Hospitals at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. So I'd like to introduce and welcome some very special guests today. First, I want to introduce Erica Zborny-Myers from CMN Hospitals at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. And we're also joined by our CMN Miracle family. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to actually turn things over to Erica to talk about CMN Hospitals, and then we're actually going to hear more from Jake and his mom, Carrie Ann, about their experience with our local Penn State Health Children's Hospital. Erica?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Jean. I'm happy to be here and cheer on all of our contestants today. I cannot believe that it's the 11th year of this awesome hot dog eating contest. It's hard to believe, but we've seen a lot of amazing things happen because of this contest, and a lot of just good old fashioned fun too. So yes, as Jean said, I'm Erica Zborny-Myers, and I'm the Associate Director of National Partnerships for the CMN Hershey team at Penn State Health Children's Hospital, and that's the hospital that any funds raised during this event today will benefit. And I have the honor of working with not only your awesome credit union teams throughout the year, but also about 20 or so other CMN Hospitals national partners that operate and do business here in central Pennsylvania. So companies like Walmart and Costco and Ace Hardware, and all of you, in addition to all of them, are working throughout the year every year to raise money for our children's hospital. And it's just so wonderful to see the creativity and the passion that you all bring to those efforts every year. And our credit union partners, in combination with the other national partners we work with, raise well over $1 million for our CMN program just at Penn State Health Children's Hospital every single year. So it's really wonderful to see all of you come together and make that amazing fundraising possible. So I have to say that this hot dog eating contest hosted by Vizo is one of my favorites every year. I think it does a really great job of reminding us that we're raising funds for kids, so we might as well have as much fun as we possibly can while doing it, right? And keep the mission at front and center at all times. So I do want to give special thanks to all of the folks at Vizo, Jean, Brittany, Aaron, the whole team at Vizo. This contest goes off without a hitch every year. It's so well done, but I know it takes a lot of planning. And oftentimes after the new year, Aaron's checking in with me with the date for the new contest, and just getting excited talking about planning for what's to come. So I know it takes a lot of thought and preparation, and it always pays off. It's always a lot of fun. And with all the fun that we have during this hot dog eating contest comes, of course, many miracles made for local kids and families. So Credit Unions for Kids has raised a lifetime total of over $230,000 for our children's hospital since our partnership first started. So I hope that all of you take a second, let that soak in, especially our friends at Vizo, because a lot of that comes from this hot dog eating contest every year. But I hope you're feeling proud of that amazing total, because it's helped a lot of kids just like Jake. And the way we use funding specifically at Penn State Health Children's Hospital is through funding life-saving pieces of equipment like pediatric ambulances that we just purchased earlier this year, family-centered care programs like the Child Life program that really sets children's hospitals apart and sort of helps us operate within that margin of excellence and provide the best possible care that we can. And we also provide funding to innovative research projects that will change kids' lives, not just here in Central PA, but across the nation and potentially, the world, as that research gets out there and is able to help more and more people. So these resources that you all help us to be able to provide really do make the hospital experience less scary and traumatic for kids than it might be otherwise. And I really think that's a truly, priceless piece of our partnership that's hard to put into words, but many families feel the difference when they are at the hospital. And I could really talk all day about the many, many ways that CMN uses fundraising to put dollars to work for local kids and families. But I know it's most meaningful to hear that directly from families that have benefited from the resources available through CMN. So with that, I will introduce, Jean already introduced our friends, Jake and Carrie, but Jake is one of our miracle kids in our program. He is an awesome guy. He's been through a lot. He's one of the happiest kids you'll meet. Has an incredible story, truly, and I don't want to steal any of the thunder. So, Jake and Carrie, if you guys want to share, not just a little bit about Jake's, miracle journey, but also we'd love to know what you're up to this summer, and anything else you want to share that helps us get to know you a little bit more. So, I'll pass it over to you guys.
Thanks, Erica. Jake was born at 24 weeks. He's was 16 weeks early, and we spent 148 days in the NICU at Hershey Medical Center. So it was about 5 months.
Yeah.
He will be 11 the end of September. When he was born with a grade 4 brain bleed, which ultimately should have killed him. But thank God he survived and made it through. He kept on kicking and still does to this day. He's had plenty of his share of surgeries and procedures over the last almost 11 years, more than my husband and I have in our combined almost 50 years. He, like Erica said, he is a happy kid. He doesn't let anything get him down.
Yeah.
Contagious laugh, infectious smile. He loves music. He loves guitar. He's soccer. You know, tell them what you're up to and what you like.
I really like soccer because every time when I kick the ball into the goal, it's amazing how when they said the kick it, I just go for it.
Jake has a cerebral palsy diagnosis, as well as he's got right pressure hydrocephalus. He has due to the brain bleed. The brain bleed has resolved itself while he was in the NICU, but it was at a routine clinical appointment that we had in February of 2015 that they discovered that his head had enlarged. Long story short, an MRI showed that his brain was filled with spinal fluid. Was full of water, hydrocephalus. So we went in about the next day and had emergency surgery, and he has a shunt placed in his noggin, and the catheter that goes down into his belly, and it's set at a specific pressure that helps relieve drain the fluid so it doesn't fill up in his head. We've had a couple emergency room stays and revisions over the last 5 years. I'm sorry, almost 9 years. But thankfully that's it. We're at that happy point of where the pressure, where the setting is, and that's saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. But he doesn't, like I say, he doesn't let anything get in his way.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing a little bit of his story. Can you guys think of probably like a memory of anything, those CMN funded resources? Can you remember any of that?
Oh my God.
It's hard to summarize, I know, but
it is. But you know what? When he had an unexpected stay this past June, just last month actually, the last day of school was June 7th, and he ended up in the hospital. That was a Thursday. That Monday, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. We went to the emergency room and ended up staying for 4 days. He had pneumonia. He had viral pneumonia.
Yeah,
and it knocked him down. It knocked him down good. But having child life in the hospital now, that not that, and I said this to the specialist, not that we didn't appreciate it whenever he was younger, whenever he was, just a baby, but now that he's older, you as a parent appreciate it a lot more. And he appreciates it. He can participate in the activities that they had, like bingo, and what else did they do? Well, we were there. They came around, they got goodies and snacks and all that fun stuff. Yeah. But even in the emergency room, and
they actually helped me do, like, they helped us.
You played bingo.
Yeah.
You played bingo.
It was, so we are doing it on that TV rather than in person.
Yeah, we did on television. It wasn't in person, but it was still fun.
Yeah,
it was still fun. In the NICU, some of the funding that CMN receives, the isolate that he was in, whenever he was born, it was this little box that I sat beside for hours on end every single day until it was like a rainforest inside until he was able to breathe on his own. He weighed 1.5 pounds at birth, which is the equivalent of 6 sticks of butter. So just imagine holding
a butter,
6 sticks of butter,
and then
that's how much you can keep it. Hold on, that's how much he weighed. Now
that's amazing.
He's tipped the scales at, I think he's 62 pounds now.
Ooh.
And not too far off from being just as tall as I am.
Yeah.
And I'm 5'2", I think my driver's license says. But
that's awesome.
Jake and Carrie, I actually have a picture of Jake from when he was first born. Do you mind if we share?
No.
Just to show how far he's come.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jake, we know you're a busy guy, so it's nice.
I know it.
There you go. You see, and this is a picture of Jake with Don McKenna, who is one of the leadership members at our hospital.
Yeah,
so
I actually.
Go ahead, you tell him.
My husband Jake's dad is a Pennsylvania State Trooper,
yeah.
So we used his badge as a weekly picture. We used his badge beside his head, Jake's head, as a weekly picture, just to show his growth. And for the longest time, that badge was bigger than Jake's head.
Yeah,
that's an amazing visual to show just how far you've come, buddy. That's amazing.
Yeah, he was 10. He said he was 1.5 pounds when he was born, and he was 10.8 inches.
I can see you.
10.8 inches. So he went from the tip.
That's tiny.
His hand and his butt went to his.
So
All right.
Dad
Yeah.
in the background
That
causing trouble.
dog, like,
John is telling me he just measured his badge. He said his badge is 2.5 inches long. So that's how
Okay,
big Jake's
well,
head
there
is.
you go. He was tiny, everybody. Born very, very early, very small. He's come a long, long way. He's a fighter. I think some of
and
that
now
comes from
I'm 4
who he
foot,
is.
so it doesn't matter since I'm 4 foot. And then
4 feet.
no,
Yeah, 4 feet.
4 feet, and then how dad it like, yeah.
That's
So,
awesome. Well,
yeah.
thank you guys for sharing your story with us so much. It's awesome to see how
Woo!
far you've come. I think we gotta cheer on some folks for eating some hot dogs here soon, Jake. What do you think? Can we cheer them on?
I think. Do you
You
know what?
think?
I think we could
Okay,
I
let's
think
give
we
it a
can.
try. Jean, we'll pass it back over to you.
get the fill
All
in the
right.
word.
Thanks, Erica, Jake, and
Thank you.
Carrie Ann. And Jake, you might have started, as 6 packages of butter, but here, you know what we say at the hot dog eating contest? Now you're all that and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
So this year we want to also thank our sponsors. We actually have 29 sponsoring credit unions and credit union service organizations. And you can see all of our sponsors listed below this live stream on the hot dog eating contest event page. I'd like to also especially thank our Ultimate Dog and all the Fixin' sponsors that have actually helped to make this virtual event possible. And we've got a video to recognize these sponsors and get us ready for the main event. Brittany?
Booyah! Vizo Financial's annual hot dog eating contest is back. Thank you everyone for participating in our 11th year of fundraising for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals at Penn State Health Children's Hospital. Before we begin, let's take a moment to thank our generous sponsors for being totally rad and supporting this contest. All proceeds will go to CMN Hospitals at Penn State Health Children's Hospital, a pillar of children's health care in our community and an organization that is definitely all that and a bunch of hot dogs. Thank you so much again for your support. And now, back to the contest.
Okay, let's get ready to rumble. So let's start by introducing each of our contestants to you. We want to start off with Jennifer Cleaver from Hershey FCU. Woo! Hey, Jennifer. We also have Keely Hartman from Vizo Financial. And we have G. Lasangre from Hershey FCU as well. We also have Melissa Massey from Hershey FCU. And we've got Corey Mosby from Blue Chip FCU. All right, Corey. Sandy Shank from Utilities Employees Credit Union. Hey, Sandy. Victor Spasic from Service First FCU. And Israel Spence from Service First FCU as well. We've got Matthew Wyrider from Vizo Financial and Keegan Wolf from Belco Community Credit Union. So thanks so much, everybody. All right, so here's the rules and some reminders, and then we'll get started. So contestants will have 5 minutes to consume as many hot dogs as possible, including the bun, and the top dog winner will be determined by counting the number of hot dogs and portion of last hot dog eaten to the nearest quarter dog. We take this very seriously. And as a reminder, you can vote for your hot diggity dog. This is the contestant who shows the most spirit, and we got a lot of that going on here today. You can do that by going to the link that was shared in the chat feature and vote. And again, you can make your online donation to CMN now. You can click on the View More button under the top fundraiser to make a contribution through one of our contestants' fundraising pages. And as I said, you want to make sure you stick around till the very end because the Hot Diggity Dog and Rollin' in the Dough prizes will be awarded live immediately following the contest. So you can see the timer in my Zoom window set for 5 minutes so you can watch as time goes by. Are we ready to get started? All right, so ready, set, go. All right, we're off to a good start. Uh-oh. Keep going, everybody. Look at all the techniques we got going on here. And rumor has it, somebody is actually using hot sauce as their condiment of choice. Got some serious looking faces here. As well, and some we've got the hot dog, then the water. Oh, you guys are doing a great job. Keep going. Oh, this is incredible. You're doing a great job, everybody. Okay, you've got about 3 minutes left, so get ready for your second win here. Incredible. We got some serious hot dog eaters here. About 1 minute and 30 seconds. Come on. We're in the home stretch. I know each of you can probably get at least 3 more dogs down, right? All right, our last minute. Anything you can do. We know you got it in you. You're doing an incredible job. right, our last 20 seconds. Come on, pull it out. We know you got it. Everybody who's watching, count with me for our last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ah, that was incredible. All right, let's see here. We got some prizes to award. So let's see if we can get our count. Raise your hand if you ate at least 4 full hot dogs. All right, anybody 5 full hot dogs? All right, 6. Ooh, 7. All right, Victor and Israel, let's see, 8 hot dogs. Anyone get to 8 or are we at a quarter? Victor, you got at least 8. Did you get 9, Victor?
8.5.
8.5. 8.5 hot
Is that
dogs.
it?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Woo! Victor Spasic. Awesome. 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 Congratulations. That was incredible. So we also have some other prizes to award here. The Hot Diggity Dog Prize goes to Keegan Wolf at Belco Community Credit Union. Woo! And the Rollin' in the Dough, Keely Hartman, Vizo Financial. Woo! This was great. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, even though we did award our Rollin' in the Dough, you can still make contributions through July 31st as well. Thanks so much. We're looking forward to year 12 and enjoy the rest of your summer, everybody. Take care. Bye, Jake. Bye, Carrie Ann. Thanks, everybody.